So speaking of needing all the light workers, let's talk about this new wave of spirit babies coming through.
Yes,
which I happen to have one.
I know.
So tell us, because I started reading the book Spirit Babies when I first found out I was pregnant. I had so many people recommend this book to me, and I started reading it, and then I started seeing you live streaming all about spirit babies.
Yeah.
And you were saying all of this magical, wonderful stuff about the babies that are coming in this current time frame.
It's so beautiful.
Tell us.
It's so beautiful. So I want to preface with this just so people could understand that I do not have a baby. I am not the kind of girl that like dreams about, imagines her baby. If anything, I'm like, where's my man? Let's go get my man. So I want to preface that with what I'm going to tell people is that in 2019, I have a spirit baby that has talked to me. Like no medium has come and told me this. She came to me. It shocked me. I was overwhelmed with it. I felt her as if I was holding her in my arms. Like the heart connection was so powerful. It brought me to tears. Wow. I actually felt a strong connection to Judaism. I am Jewish, but not religious. But I can tell that we've been together for lifetimes and lifetimes. And I'm like, oh, that's what my soul comes from. Because my soul comes from deep like mysticism, Jewish mysticism. So I wanted to preface with that and say, and she's on my necklace now. Like I have her. She's with me all the time. So, but right now what is happening is these spirit babies are communicating with me. So a reason why I want to tell people that is because I think sometimes people are like, oh, you're just like a woman that really wants a baby and is like imagining this. And it's like, actually, no, I'm like praying for my man to get his shit together and like come to me, like that's first and foremost for me. I'm like, that's what I desire. So with that being said, I'm tapping into these babies, and I know that I've known for a while that I will be working with children. I thought it was actually children that have maybe passed over and helping the parents, but now I'm seeing it's actually the spirit babies coming in. So they are coming in. They're coming in with a vengeance. They're coming in strong. A lot of them are new souls that haven't been to, not new souls as they're young, but maybe not on Earth. Okay, they haven't been here, but that doesn't mean they're not advanced because they're incredibly advanced.
Where are they coming from?
They're coming from all over. That I don't have the names because they're coming from all over, and there's names that we don't even know about. Like, so I don't even know. They're literally just coming from all over. So
you know how sometimes, sorry to interrupt, how people say like, oh, this is an old soul, they've been to Earth many times before. This is actually different, right?
Some of them, I mean, this is the information that's coming through for me, is that they are very pure. There are new vessels, at least for Earth. They're coming here to uplift their vibration because them just, again, chills all over so many times.
Always a good sign.
Them just coming here already shift the vibration, the grid of the universe, Earth. So they're coming here. They do need conscious, clean vessels. And I talked about that before. And I said there's going to be a lot of people that didn't think they were having kids are going to have kids. A lot of people that were older, it's like, I thought I was done. No, if you are connected and you are open, you're coming through. And, conscious mamas are the new way forward. They are truly... and like you said, you shared it too. Like you just knew this baby had to come through.
Yeah.
And like,
it was so strong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was so quick.
Yep.
And we both felt it.
Yep.
And it was like, we have to just kind of make way.
Yes, totally. And I'm glad you listened because that's the thing is I told people these babies are coming through and they're coming through quick and people are going to have to adjust. Mm-hmm. A lot of people, like I said, that didn't think they want kids. It's going to be a different vibration because they need certain vessels to come through. And of course, there's always going to be people that are unconscious that these babies come through. And that's a major lesson for the parents as well. But they need clear, open vessels that are going to be okay because we have to support them in different ways. So we all have the same DNA. It's just a matter of like, I think it's like a piano key, like what's turned on, what's turned on, what not. We're not activated. We're like, it's like half the piano is like sunken in, and we're like, that's what we're going through our awakening. All this light coming in, we're waking up, more keys are being pressed, but they're coming in with more keys that are pressed. And so their DNA expression is different. They're not going to have karma like we have. They don't have to go through these massive awakenings, these dark night of the souls. If anything, they're going to have a hard time on Earth because this is a dense vibration. So we need to support them differently because their vibration is so angelic, so soft that they need nature. They need no preservatives. Again, getting chills on that. They need to, I mean, it's everything. I went through Lyme for 5 years and was super sick and I have a very sensitive body. So I know firsthand, like everything that I went through, they're going to need. So you got to be like way less lighting, more nature, no chemicals, no processed food. Really, environment is everything to them.
Sounds like they're going to be really healthy.
Oh, it's going to be really healthy, but then we poison everyone by being here. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and there's a lot of controversy about other things that we put in them. So they're not going to be able to tolerate that stuff.
So it sounds like these babies that are coming through are requiring and demanding to be raised in a different world and really outside of a lot of our old systems that we've been raised in.
Yes, and they're going to teach us and tell us things. So yes, they still need parents because they're immature and young and they don't know what to do, but they have wisdom. So much. I mean, I even told you before we were talking that you were in my dream with your baby, and your baby was already connecting with his star family over there. And I was like, oh, that's right, they can do that now. So their vessels are just so clear. Like they communicate. They're like, oh, that's my star family from there, and like they say this, and you were like, oh, cool, and you were like getting information from him. That. You were getting information, and you were like, great, and that's what they're gonna do.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I know.
And you were
wild.
also saying that like. This new wave of baby, because it does feel like a lot. I mean, I don't know if this is just my newsfeed and the bubble that I'm in because now I'm pregnant, but it feels like a lot of people having babies.
Everyone,
right now.
I told people this. I've been talking about this.
Even people that are not wanting to get pregnant.
What I was saying.
Are getting pregnant.
That's what I've been saying. This. I don't know when the first time this came through. It might have been like 6 months ago when I first did my first live about it. I don't even know when it was. But that's what I was saying. It's like it's all happening, and they're coming through. And they even showed me. So I have a little girl in spirit, and we're waiting on the dad for her. That's my contract. Not everyone needs that, but that's my contract. And when I commit to that relationship, then she showed me she's coming through strong, like fast.
It also feels like a lot of women in their 40s are also conceiving right now. So it doesn't surprise me, and it doesn't surprise me at all anymore when I see like a woman that's like in her 40s that's having a baby.
Because it's a program that we've been told. And I understand like in 1810, that probably was really old to have a baby back then. But we're kind of still in that system of thinking that that's old. First of all, we have technology if people need it. That is a beautiful thing. Again, that could be used for negative or positive, right? But people are also having natural babies in their 40s. And again, I know I was put here to be an example. And like, I'm going to have my baby. I think I probably give birth like maybe at 45 or right before 45. And it's only a program, and it only seems old because society told you that it was old. But really, like, I wouldn't have been able to be, and everyone's different, but for me, I wouldn't have been able to be the mom that I'm going to be in my 30s because I wasn't ready, because I had to go through massive awakening all through my 30s to get me to this place, right? But everyone's different, and that's what I want to express is everyone has a different soul contract, so it's like we can never compare to anyone's age, anyone's journey, anyone's story, because we are all living individual soul contracts.
Totally. It feels like for me, like similarly to what you shared, it feels like I've been connected to this soul for quite some time, and it's been waiting for me to meet the right dad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.